Hello, one and all. How are you all tonight? I am good. I'm just gonna get the chat up so I won't be able to see it. And I gotta get things set up slightly differently so we can get things done. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we are live, so stop sharing. Okay, just give me a sec here. Hopefully everybody else. Okay, now I gotta move my computer back so I can draw. And you guys can see. Well, hello everybody. How are you this fine night? I'm just trying to get everything set up so you can see and I can see and we can all see. Just as long as we don't see the saw or saw the sea. Okay, so we are drawing alien. Okay, I was forgetting something. Sorry about that, folks. Uh, I hope all are doing well. If you can hit that like button, it would be much appreciated. Well, we're down to one. Just me. With a three. Hey, Burning One, how are you? I am good. Just trying to draw an alien from the movie Alien. So I need those in. That's better. Thing is, I don't have any good pictures. Thought I grabbed good enough pictures for reference, but Oh, hello, Tank. Hold on. My ear. Okay, they're in now.
Hey man, how are you doing?
Good, yourself?
I'm okay. I'm tired. I still haven't been to bed.
You haven't been to bed since this morning?
Nope.
Are you trying to kill
Yeah.
yourself?
No. No, kids woke up early and then I had to get to work, so I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. Probably not too long from now, a couple hours. That way I don't mess up my sleep schedule.
Well,
Yeah.
that is.
Howard,
What were you going to
what are
say?
you doing?
I am trying to draw Alien.
Oh, that's a rough one.
Yeah, especially with
Um,
a good reference.
yeah, I would say into your search engine, I would look up H.R. Giger Alien original concept art, because his illustrations are extremely detailed. Um, and then look up
Okay, what was that?
Stan Wins, uh, H.R. Giger,
HR. How do you spell that?
Gieger, I think.
Okay. HRGE, you said?
IE.
IE.
Yeah, G
Oh, I think I
E.
got it here.
Yeah, Alien original concept art.
Alien art.
I'm kind of like an Alien super fan. Um, I've read most of the comics, almost all the novels, seen every bit of film that's ever come out.
Okay.
And yeah, I love these things. They're the only monster to ever scare me, ever.
Oh.
I've never got scared from a horror movie in my whole life until I was 11 years old and I watched Aliens at the drive-in theater.
Okay, hold on a sec, Tank. Hey,
Sure.
William. Hey, Doug. Who just joined is a friend of mine from YouTube here, Tank Ferret. I just catching up with the chat. Not that that was hard.
Excuse me.
Mhm. This is all good. It's good art, but
I'm sorry, I've
hints.
got a bit of a cough today. I ran out of antihistamines and I'm allergic to the dog. And
You're
I
well.
love that dog. I do. I love that dog. I take him out for a walk, I play with him, nuzzle him, and if I don't take my Benadryl, there's a 50-50 chance I'll cough up a little blood.
Ooh, not good.
I'll be fine. It's just an allergic reaction. I've got a rescue inhaler in case that gets nasty, but it's like I love animals and I'm like allergic to I'm minorly allergic to half of them. Dogs I'm severely allergic to. Poodles. Poodles, if you're allergic to dogs and you love dogs and you want to own a dog, poodles are your best bet. They are hypoallergenic dogs that still give me an asthma attack.
You're welcome, Doug.
Hello, Doug, William, and the Burning One. William, that's right. That reminds me, I need to go check your channel. That's right.
Who is that other person you were gonna? Oh, give me a sec. I was gonna.
I,
Cause
yeah, Labradoodles
uh,
are hypoallergenic as well. They're
Is
dogs for people who are allergic to dogs. Sorry, man.
oh, no problem. It's just it didn't appear on my. I think I'm behind in the chat because it's. Uh, I'm getting it from. It's on my tablet, so I'm getting it from the wrong.
William Reed says, "Not much on my channel yet." And I hear you, William. I'm in this. You're in a better boat than I am. At least you have some content. Um, yeah. No, it's imperative for us as creators, like Cross, who has this wonderful channel here, and it helps.
Hello, Jessica, or James, should I say?
Hi, James.
I know James in person.
Oh, well, that's real cool.
Doug says my friend has one, and it's a great dog.
I think Doug's talking about the Labradoodle, and Labradoodles are good. They're smart. They have a good pack mentality, so they make good family members. They're good dogs. I'm not a huge dog person. I do know a lot about dogs, but that's just so that I could train the not so smart ones to interact well with my pack.
Uh, um, what was that other artist besides the HR guy that you're going to tell me?
Yes, Stan Winston. I do believe Stan Winston did the special effect for John Carpenter's Aliens, the second movie. So there should be some Stan Winston aliens, you want to put a plural there, um, concept art. You should be able to find that. And that's really good.
Yeah, the other stuff, I wouldn't say it was bad, but it's not giving me what I need for.
I understand. The alien was based off of Giger, and Giger was that's a dark that was a dark dude. That was a dark, deeply disturbed man.
I have been good, James. We missed you tonight at Powerhouse. Okay, yeah, this looks like it could be way better. Still there, Tank?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I just got distracted by work.
Oh yeah, no problem.
It's very distracting. I've got to raise 300 bucks in a hurry, so I'm contemplating selling original art at bargain basement prices, and I don't like doing that. I like to hold on to that stuff.
Yeah,
At least for another decade, you know?
yeah.
This is my this is artwork from my first uh published by someone other than myself, which was published in 2015, and then I've got my first full. I got artwork from my first uh, uh, full comic published by someone else, and
Uh,
yeah, I donated half of it to charity uh, for a fund. The colorist on the project, she had brain cancer,
ooh,
and so we needed to raise money for her treatment, which it was it, yeah, it was a losing battle, unfortunately. So I was just like, that's whatever. We fought the good fight, right?
yeah. Okay, Doug Curtis asks, going back to aliens, do you prefer the ones in the movies or the comic book version with the elephant trunk? I'd probably say, since I've
Oh,
never seen the comic book version, the movie version.
oh, we're talking about the engineers. I like the
Any
new
preference for
engineers.
you, Tank?
I didn't like the original engineers. So I never did. I thought they were a weak design. I thought Dark Horse really just kind of phoned it in on that because in Giger's original notes, I'm a huge Giger fan. So in Giger's original notes for the Navigator, it was supposed to be a suit that was, it was not supposed to be, that's not how the person's supposed to look. That was supposed to be a suit that had fossilized and fused with its wearer. Um, and so the engineers, as we see them in the new movies, they're closer to what the original design was. So I actually like them better. I didn't like the elephant trunk slug worm people with torsos in the comics. They weren't all that great, or with the elephant feet either. There were a couple of versions, and neither of them really appealed to me. Yeah, I like the trunk as part of the suit, as like a breathing apparatus, and that was kind of a thing when Giger did the design back in the late '70s. That was a trend that was going on from like 78 to or 76 to like 83 was this weird like the hose from your helmet goes right to your chest and it's big and it's bulky and can get snagged on things. But it was a style fad.
Okay, let's see. After that, we got Mighty Geek Studios says, "What's everyone?" William Reed says, H.R. Giger studied architecture and industrial design. Doug Curtis says, I meant to say engineers. Sorry. Chad Middleton says, Hey, Rick. Hello, Rick and Stream. James McKenna says, I'm making a vid right now. Okay, be back soon. Doug Curtis says, Yeah, I thought it was rather strange. Never liked the trunk either. William, hi, Chad. Doug, yeah, it made me think of gas masks. Did like did like that? I'm not sure. And Chad says, I agree with Tank. They weren't that interesting in the comics. Chad says, Hello, William. Gamer says, Can't stay for long, but wanted to say hi. And Doug says, Have you listened to Giger's music? Laugh out loud.
Hey Chad, welcome. Hey GOP gamer. I have listened to Giger's music. I was such a big fan that I actually bought a cassette of Giger's music and I listened to like 5 minutes of it. And then I never opened that tape again.
Okay, those aren't helping much.
Chad Middleton, I love it. I love the pseudo rivalry. Chad Middleton, Tank Channel, unsub from Manny and go sub for Tank. But if you're not subscribed to Good Dog Press, dude, go on over there. We have fun.
Yes.
Last time we had Rick after right after you got off, man. We had guest after guest showing up. Manny and I, we swore we were only gonna do a 2-hour show. We're gonna go to midnight at most and cut it off right there. But then we had Chester Busby, and then we had John Dillard gaming the system, and it turned into a party. So yeah, go check out Good Dog Press. Manny is often on here as well.
Yeah, it's a wonder he's not here right now.
But he stinks of pineapples, and I stand by that. And in all fairness, I stink of potatoes.
Chad Giger has music? Doug, laugh out loud.
Yeah, it's music like acid jazz is music.
They say music, but it's not really music. It's something else. We don't know what it is.
I'm sure somebody can cut a rug to it, but I'm not that person.
I hate that I can't get a good reference here.
It's really hard. One of the best comic books that has like clear, well lit scenes of aliens is called Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Aliens colon Labyrinth. So you might be able to look up some artwork from that. The artwork's very nice. It's kind of like, a European-esque heavy metal. Actually, I wouldn't say it's European-esque. It's more American underground style artwork. American underground illustrative style is probably what I say. But honestly, it's the best Aliens I've ever partaken of, movie, book, comic, or otherwise. It's just phenomenal.
Doug, Chad says, I don't think I won't to hear it then. Don't want to hear it then, I think is what he's trying to say. And then Doug says, Giger shouldn't direct videos either. You shouldn't see Debbie Harry's video he did. Title escapes me.
Oh yeah. Dude, I had forgotten about that. Oh, it's just so surreal. It's like you watch it and when it's over, you feel like your mind is still tripping, dude. It's really really weird. Like he did some funky like psychological manipulative pseudo art weirdness in that one, and like no seriously, like your mind does not feel good after that video.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, no, just take my word for it. Just no, see, it's a rabbit hole, you see.
I will take your word for it.
And in the spirit of Halloween, you know, it is a scary rabbit hole.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of cut and pasting on this, so to speak.
Oh, that's fine, dude. When it comes down to digital, there's no such thing as cheating.
Well, I'm not doing digital.
Well, when it comes to art, there's no such thing as cheating. Use any means you need to achieve the image you desire. Break the rules. Learn the rules. It's always good to learn the rules. Picasso was a famous rule breaker, and he always encouraged people to learn the rules because people try to imitate Picasso. He was like, "Look, I am a very skilled painter. I had to learn all the rules before I could successfully break them and make money."
Yeah, you can't break the rules unless you know them, right? Yeah,
Right? Otherwise, you're just doing whatever you want to. Which, there's no problem with that either. I've seen plenty of artists have successful short-term careers doing that. But, if you're going to be long-term and you want to play this game long-term, you better learn the rules to the game.
yep, for sure.
Like rule number 1, Get an editor. Rule number 2, you don't always have to listen to the editor. Rule number 3, market test. Rule number 4, you don't always have to listen to the market test. No, it's the funny thing when it comes to the entertainment industry as a whole. There's a whole bunch of really solid um, maxims, truths that can be that just work. But at the same time, you can break those rules and still succeed. But you got to know the rule to break it.
Doug says you should always have the base bones of art, even if you wish to do modern art.
Absolutely. Chad Middleton says Kathleen Kennedy confirmed the Boba Fett movie is dead. What do you think of that, Rick? Are you a Boba Fett fan?
Well, since she's in charge, yay.
I'm having the same. I feel the same way. That seems to be around the consensus. Chat, are you guys actually a little relieved, or are you disappointed that Boba Fett is the project has been killed?
you know, I didn't mind. I didn't mind the last Solo or the other one. They weren't the best Star Wars movies at all. There were no near as good as the first three. That, not even close, and they weren't nowhere near as good as the second three. But after that, it's just
Yeah, I felt it was. I felt the recent stuff has been. I haven't seen Solo yet. We did buy a copy. I just haven't had time to watch it, but um, I've been. I felt kind of meh about the new stuff coming out. To me, it still has that kind of wonky fan fiction feel that most of the
yeah.
Legends stuff had.
Uh, okay, so Doug says Boba Fett is overrated. Please don't shoot me.
Kick him.
Yay!
Kick him.
William says, I don't know how to feel about it. Chad says, the upside, she doesn't have a chance to ruin a character.
You will kick him. I command thee.
Doug says, exactly right, Chad. And James is back, says, done, my video.
Oh, good job, James. Welcome back. What is up, Manny?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Manny.
I had to bring cuteness to this chat.
Error, error, error,
Yeah.
error, error, error. Cute overload.
Yes. Very cute. Rogue is in the house, people.
You brought the real rogue?
Yes. The real Rogue. See?
Rogue. Savior of the universe.
Yeah, can't see that. It says on a dog collar, Rogue. Hi, everybody. Yeah, look what's right behind Rogue. You guys can see that? The poster.
That's, let's see.
It's
Ooh.
Darth Vader with the bounty hunters. With Boba Fett aiming right at you guys. Never take the name of Boba Fett in vain. Never.
See, here's the thing. We people say Boba Fett's overrated, underrated, and I'm like, the cool thing about Boba Fett is we don't know. All we know is that Vader really relied on this guy, and he looks cool standing around, and that he's kind of crafty. And the stuff from what is it? From when he's a kid, as I haven't seen Rebels yet, but the stuff where he's a kid from Clone Wars, which nothing in there is impressive. But then again, that's part of his journey, is that he's got to be a first level character before he can hit epic, right?
Who took my name in
Well,
vain?
the problem is they had him as epic apparently and bring him down to first level.
Who is that? Bring him to me. Put him in the cargo bay.
So honestly, I would like to see what they would do with the Boba Fett movie. I love Mandalorians, period. So I don't care if they put an orangutan in a Mandalorian suit of armor and they make if the movie is good, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, let's see. Chad says, hello, Manny. William says, yikes. Doug says, cute. Mission accomplished. Chad says, nice poster. Doug says, that's all he did. Stand around and weaselly snitched on people. Chad says, Boba Fett wasn't even in Rebels. I think he was. He was there as a kid.
Well, he shouldn't have been a kid in Rebels because Rebels
Or
takes place a
or
while
teenage,
later.
or a teenager, something to that effect, or maybe at the
Okay.
best young
Well,
adult.
because he would have to be at the minimum. I don't know when Rebels takes place. I've been kind of like gloriously avoiding spoilers on that because I really enjoyed Clone Wars and I really do want a new season of it. I thought that was actually some darn good storytelling, and I thought it was George Lucas at his finest. But I like war stories. I like Band of Brothers and stuff like that, and
I personally
that sort of
thought
stuff.
Rebels was good.
I've heard it's good, and I've seen a couple of like animation clips just because there are some things that I just cannot resist. Hence the ferret. It's just like, oh, it's so shiny, I gotta have it.
Doug says maybe we can come to some mutual understanding. Doug says Boba is a glorified Garadian. Chad says Leia was in Rebels. Yes, she was. Rebels. Doug says Rebels. Rebels agreed is good, and then Chad puts Manny's link in the description.
Merchandise.
Oh, we got somebody. Do we got anybody else here? Is John here?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm looking at Manny finally doing a butt reveal.
He's
Not
gone full
something-
Costner.
He's gone completely concave.
Not something we needed. A butt reveal.
A little scandal, bring in some more viewers.
What did I miss?
Your butt reveal.
You missed
Yeah, your butt
three
reveal.
chats.
I couldn't find
Your posterior.
I couldn't find my freaking hard merchandise, but I found my other two books from the trilogy.
Because you're probably not a real fan.
And Tales of the Bounty Hunters, which is another excellent book. I'm not a real fan. Yeah, right, buddy. Don't mess with the fat.
What is that? Biba Feet, the knockoff one?
No, that's the kids one, the one that you can break apart. I got this at the dollar store for I think about $2 or something. Hey, it's a Boba Fett. It's cool. Mr. Marathon Man with Pixel this morning.
I was on Pixel, then I was on John Malin's, then I was on Fanspeak, and now I'm on here.
Cool.
And then are you going to be on Manny's afterwards?
Absolutely.
He's gonna boycott me.
Because I was thinking at about midnight we can switch over to you. Well, midnight my time. So that's in about an hour.
Sounds good. I just got home. Damn it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm playing with my toys and listening to you guys and try to bring the cute factor with Rogue.
Doug says starwars.wiki.com/wiki/ Oh, I guess to tell me what that is a Guardian. Ted says after season 1, Rebels really took off. Doug then says, "Do you have the one where you can shoot a missile up your nose?"
No,
Of course not. He's not a real fan.
I'm not about to
I
spend $19,000.
no, I did when I was a kid. I had one, and then I lost the missile while playing in the mud out back. So, and this was like a few months later. No, this is like more than a year later. I finally lost the little missile, and so I was like, "Mom, can I get another Boba Fett?" You know, it's like, "Okay, cool. Let's go check the chore list and see if you've earned enough to get a toy yet." It's like, "Okay, cool." We go down to Toys R Us, go get the Boba Fett. I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited. I have another Boba Fett. It's gonna shoot a missile, and this time I'm gonna try and make some more missiles so that way in case I lose it, I can still like shoot missiles. Open up the package. It's a solid piece.
Uh-huh.
I was so angry. I was like, what? I got gypped. I love the little missile launcher.
Uh, Chad wants to know who you're drawing, John.
I'm drawing Manny.
Ooh, cool.
I'm drawing Manny getting beaten up by this white boy here. Because what happened is in the whole kerfluffle with the Yorona, they've come to the realization that one of them is not leaving alive. So this treacherous white male attacks poor Manny in the hopes that he can leave Manny to die and he can make his escape.
Oh, so evil.
I like it. That's some solid form, dude. It looks real good.
Oh, thank you.
And Chad says, "That's a cool Boba Fett." Laugh out loud. Oh, then laugh out loud to your thing with the Manny thing. Uh, since you just put that. And that looks really good, John, says Chad.
Yeah, but what does Pope Raven say?
What do you care what your daughter says about it?
She went on there and embarrassed me in front of John Malin. She was like, "John Malin, can you teach John Diller how to draw faces?" Manny, what are you doing with your autofocus?
What? I don't know. I'm just
It looks like he's got something besides Google Hangouts up.
all I'm scanning in my drawings for Tales Beyond the Gate.
Ooh.
I've been working at it. I've been doing some character designs,
Ooh.
which I will show you guys
Nice.
once I get it scanned in.
Oh yeah, let me screen share. I finished my my cover, not my cover, but my what do you call that thing when you have like a little title card?
Splash page?
Sort of, but it's just a little thing to introduce a new chapter.
Okay, yeah, it's just a title card.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put it onto a page, that page becomes a title page. You know, usually
Yeah.
where where they put the credits and stuff hidden in the artwork. If they're awesome.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
So this is
Yes. Oh, looking good. You started that this morning.
yeah, I did. I started this morning and I finished it during the marathon run before I took off. This thing took me almost a whole like 5 hours. I was exhausted.
Chad asks, "Will Skunk Dog be in your horror story, Manny?"
Maybe. I'll show you what.
No, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, hey. Turn yourself off. Okay.
What kind of shenanigans you running over there, man?
Well, just put my iPad on and freaking 3 second delay on the iPad. Usually I don't have sound on it. I don't know why. All right, so this is my comic book that's coming out pretty soon. It's called The Canadian Shield, and he's a Hulk kind of guy, and I hope you guys like it. You know, I've been working hard on it, and there's a whole bunch of characters in my universe, but Canadian Shield is the guy you guys should be looking at the most. He is awesome.
Why does he have Canadian maple leaves everywhere?
Yes. You know, he's got to represent Canada. Is there going to be any shenanigans between the Canadian Shield and Made in Canada?
Probably not.
Who knows? You guys have to tune in when you guys see the comic book come out. Maybe they will be enemies at first and become something else later. Mm.
I don't know. I'm more interested if you have 6 other characters.
I do. I got more than 6.
I'm done.
That's a trap.
I tried my best. Oh, I bet he didn't even take any notes. Notice I only talked about one character and brought in the other one later. Oh my god.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the Canadian Shield, as far as I know.
It sounded pretty good to me. I'd look for that damn book. Damn girl is hot. Want to know about her. Okay, where are you? There you are.
Does anybody here watch the channel Terrible Writing Advice?
No.
Yes.
You should, Manny. It's awesome. Every time I watch a new episode of
Mhm.
that, I go back and look over my script.
Okay.
I do, and sometimes I find some terrible writing hiding in my script that I had not seen before because it was not pointed out in such beautiful sarcasm, like terrible writing was a good thing.
Awesome. I need to see
How do you pronounce his name?
his name.
Fushetta?
Oh, let me get to there. Let me get there. Okay. You're not supposed to be reading that yet. Okay, so
You're talking and you're screen sharing, and it's really, really big.
okay, so it's in Portuguese. It's Freixeira, but in Hawaiian we kind of bastardized it. So when I was growing up, it was called the Futsera, and she's pretty much the evil Portuguese witches that will put curses on you. So that's the one in the middle is the witch in her good little form.
And it's like Skunk Girl.
No, she don't. Anyways, and then this is her bad form, and this is the little girl that she's gonna terrorize. Yeah. So she's gonna put a cubront on her, which is pretty much a curse in Portuguese. So I'm digging into my childhood to come up with a horror story.
When you were a little girl?
Yeah, whatever's. Just for that, you see these comic books on the ground. Look at that. I put Tales from Beyond the Gate. I put The Last Judge. I put Black Orchid. I think I'm going to take all those out.
You should definitely take out that Made in Canada.
Or that I love that Cross Comics poster, dude.
Exactly. Well, it's supposed to be a cross. It's supposed to be a crucifix. So that's why I put the cross.
Okay.
I'm shilling for everybody.
Nice.
I need something for
No,
you.
that's the way you do it, dude. Dude, I got that's why I have to have a reference sheet, is so that people understand that, hey, I'm shilling people here.
Exactly. So I'm gonna shill all the guys. I mean, very subtle. I mean, you guys will catch the jokes. Nobody else will catch the jokes, but that's the way to do it. Like she has a little skunk girl on the ground, a little toy.
Is that a skunk under the bed or the witch?
That's the witch underneath there. She has her hand over her mouth saying shh. Yeah, this is kind of like the last scene, so, or it could be the first scene. I don't know yet. This is just a concept I was thinking about. How can I shield for all of us in one panel? So this is something. I'm working at it. I'm working it.
So how do you pronounce the name?
Fry.
How do you want people to pronounce the name?
Well, it's going to be Fatseta.
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 Sounds like a curse word.
Yeah. Well, when you're a little kid.
Oh, Fatseta! I stubbed my toe. Spadoinkle.
Is that you, egg sucking Fatseta?
Pretty much. I want her to curse.
Farging bastages.
Well, there's another slang for it. The Fatsetas are the old women that are first to church, last to leave, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, the old ladies that go to church and talk about every single other parishioner?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fatsetas too. Get those
None of the old ladies at my church do that. They're saints.
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
It's like, Mrs. Henderson, why do you have a pair of 70 power binoculars at your in your living room window?
Because my kids never visit me.
Oh.
Chad
It's them Robinson boys. They're up to no good. I know it.
A little bit of
Chad
lead.
Middleton.
Fatseta. I'm going to remember that term.
Fatseta.
I used to have a Fatseta. Dude, like, I used to have a neighbor that was one of those.
Uh-huh. Yeah, go look it up on Google. Just put Fatseta Hawaiian, and you'll tell all about it. It's
Yeah, Chad
like on a
Middleton wants to
holiday.
know, I haven't heard of that channel, Tank. Say it again.
Terrible writing advice. It is done by author J.P. Bobine. He does like to shill his own products after he gives you some terrible writing advice in hopes that you gleaned the good, that you can see that he's an insightful writer.
He does a
and
class.
Go check
He has
out
a
his
workshop,
books.
right?
I don't know. I really haven't looked too far into him beyond, because I've just been broke, and so I don't like to even window shop these days. I go, man, you know, if I want to buy a product, I promote it instead of purchasing it. So, but I do like terrible writing advice. It's really good because in that channel, he takes you through all the pitfalls that you'll run to, and he breaks it down by like genre or story idea from like, how not to write cyberpunk, fantasy, heroes, villains, evil, evil organizations, or it's not evil organizations, evil empires. And in that, while he's playing devil's advocate for the bad advice to make the terrible movies or books or whatever, he actually gives hints on how you as a writer could think around and come up with something new, something original.
Well, that's good.
Or if you are going to use a trope, and if you are going to use a trope, how to incorporate a trope into your at how to use tropes and cliches in good taste.
I do enjoy a good trope.
So does Scalpel Zero. In fact, that's one of her character traits, that she loves a good cliche. Because if it comes out cliche, that means it's easy to process and predictable. And that's kind of a logical attitude for an AI to have.
Yeah.
So Manny,
that's
in 2 sentences, describe a Portuguese nose.
Very thin. Very thin, very long. Some people have a little hook in it, but they're thin. They're not button noses.
Okay.
Not like that cute little character that's on my screen. So cute.
Oh, you're
Aw.
drawing Mary.
Yeah. I was drawing Mary yesterday. And I drew this guy too. I was trying to get down this costume since I only had one reference to go by. I need more references.
Be right back in a minute, gentlemen.
Is E. Ortiz Arts #1 Marmaduke fan?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of all the guys I need to go look at and study what they're doing. I always take
Definitely go check out Marmaduke. That guy's amazing.
I mean, I always do this. Like, okay, as I'm surfing, I'm like, okay, this guy I need to go check on next. I've got to go check on this guy. But I did not have much to go on your Vincent, that's for sure. That's all I got. I only got a kind of 3/4 pose that you were doing that one day. So not,
Vincent?
yeah. Your last,
Oh, yeah. He's yeah.
I mean, I don't even have the gauntlet. That's all I could get off the gauntlet.
No, he's actually, that's not him in the suit.
Oh, who's in the suit?
An angel.
Oh, okay.
And he's the guy that's falling backwards is Vincent.
John, Chad's wondering, did you get to finish your Vincent drawing?
No, I haven't finished that yet. I started working on the commissions, not the commissions, but the giveaway art. Oh, and I mailed your stuff out today, Cross. That should be arriving apparently within 5 days.
Cool.
Do you mix up the packages and give him the blank sheet?
I wish. No, I also sent the that little watercolor I did of the Canadian Shield.
Okay, cool.
And
Thank
also a comic book that I had 2 of.
And the what?
A comic book that I had 2 of.
Oh, okay. Which is?
Oh, you know when you get it, man.
Bones #1.
What, #1?
Bones, Bonehead.
Oh, okay. I will share all that stuff when I get it. Let everybody see.
You know what sucks? They don't sell air conditioners right now at Best Buy and Home Depot.
Why wouldn't they sell them all year round where you are?
Exactly. They should be selling all year round because it's freaking muggy over here right now. Damn it.
You're in like Hawaii.
Yeah. So I asked them, do you guys have any air conditioning? Oh, no, we only bring that through the seasons. I'm like, seasons? It's freaking hot all year long. What season?
Don't you guys barely even have seasons over there?
Yeah, we barely have seasons. It's just called hot and muggy. There. I mean, it will get cold soon. About end of November to about January. Yeah, it gets chilly. I mean, it's very comfortable. It's really good. But right now, it's just like it's dead. It's there.
And what do you consider cold? What temperature?
I'll tell you this right now. You may think it's funny, but you come here, 60 degrees is a different cold than what you guys have because there's all that humidity. So it's a different kind of cold. It's not that dry cold. So you do feel it.
Yeah, well, we got humidity here.
No, not as much as Hawaii. Come on.
Are you saying that Hawaii is colder than the frozen wasteland of Canada?
No. But you think it's funny. You think, oh, it's not cold in Hawaii. Yeah, it can get cold. Damn, there's snow in Hawaii too. Okay, Rick.
Yeah, on the mountains.
Yeah. Where the hell else would they have snow?
Well, Rick has to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and if he leaves the window open, the whole thing's covered in snow.
Poor Rick.
Dude, when I was driving through Wisconsin, which is not Canada. But I was driving through Wisconsin in the winter, and I really had to go to the restroom, and there was a truck stop, and the truck stop was shut down, the facilities, so they had porta potties out there, and this was like in a whiteout. It was all, and like just so the tops of the porta potties, they have those little vents.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, the snow had gotten in through the vents, so you have to wipe off all the snow off the toilet seat. and then sit down.
And
Oh
you
my
get
god, it was like the worst thing in the whole world.
Well, it's not that bad here. Well, unless we have a wait out. But where I live, actually, I am actually south of 10 different states. So, no, it wouldn't be south of Hawaii.
Rick,
What?
is there any way that you can invert your camera?
What do you
You know,
mean?
just draw the way you're drawing, but like turn it upside down so that people
Not,
see what you're drawing,
not as far as I know.
or some way that you could reposition your camera so people could see your drawings better. Because it's kind of hard for people to see what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
Like
it's
how
on my
John,
lap. I'm using my laptop to do this, and the thing's right up there at the top. So I bend the thing down just so you can see what you're
okay,
seeing.
okay.
I've tried to work with a tablet in the past, but that didn't work out quite as well as I would have hoped.
Mm. Yeah, just we like to see what you're drawing. We are so inquisitive when we come here. We want to be
Yeah.
entertained.
Eventually, I will have some sort of better setup.
Well, just get a cheap cam. I mean, that's what I have, a cheap one. I think mine cost like
Yeah,
$50 or so. The Logitech.
yeah.
I didn't go for no expensive cam. I just went for the cheap one.
My camera was $31.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at this is Vincent right here. This is him. This is 3 different shots of him. He's a younger fellow.
Cool. I like those shots.
Oh,
Is he in a cornfield or something?
it's actually reeds
Like,
next to the river.
actually looks like bamboo. It's like cool.
Well, I don't know what kind of reeds you guys have over there in Hawaii, but
No, look at young bamboo. It looks
oh,
like,
I know what young bamboo looks like.
that's what it looks like.
Well, yeah, because young bamboo is reeds, and reeds all look the same.
Oh my goodness. He got so upset. I'm sorry, John.
I mean, you drew my Vincent like a 48-year-old man. I don't know what's going on.
Really? Really? Really?
He looks like Tony Stark.
Really? 40-year-old man.
Well, at least you can draw women, John. At least in the face.
Hey. This woman here looks cute as hell that I drew.
No, not you. I mean, you can draw them. John can't.
And then this other woman right here, this skunk girl, is sexy. John can draw women. He was just put on the spot 2 hours. Cough, cough. So how was your experience on the other shows, John?
Exhausting.
Exhausting.
Yeah. They should try to like when you go on Malin's show, Malin is very structured.
Uh-huh.
Like he'll be like, okay, you. You know what I mean?
So was he nicer to you this time?
Not at all.
Did you remind him that you beat him that one time?
No, but he reminded everybody else that I did.
Oh, good. Oh,
But,
man.
it was great because he remembered my name and he was like, I mean, we have here John Dillard, and as we all know, he's out there gaming the system.
Yeah, he beat us all in the damn drawn and quartered. He was fixed. Uh, he brought John Dillard's militia to the show.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna draw tonight?
We should all draw Canadian Shield.
Can I draw Made in Canada?
Sure, and I'll draw the flame.
Why you gotta say it like that? Yeah, I like flame. Flame on, buddy.
I like the flame. He's racist. He has a burning cross on his chest.
Sacrilege, burning a cross. Who the hell you think you are, Madonna? That's an old joke, damn it.
I know. I was like, who's Madonna? Who's this guy talking about?
Does anybody even remember her?
Like, isn't she that old lady that kissed Britney Spears?
Yeah. I was
Can you remember somebody that you didn't know about in the first place?
It's kind of like I was into Madonna for like about 2 years, and then after that I was like, her music sucks. She's cute, but it sucks.
I liked her Super Bowl performance with CeeLo Green.
I don't like any of the Super Bowl performances.
I like the Super Bowl performance when Michael Jackson sang "Heal the World."
You said that with so much sincerity.
Well, Michael Jackson single-handedly ended racism for 3 years. Tell me I'm lying.
I know who started it all up again. That's for sure.
I know that, Richard C. Meyer.
The guy that doesn't want to sign his books.
That guy that he started that riot in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
I was watching a Nurkic episode. Oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing. He was like, and then we have that riot in Charlottesville, and then he says he mutters under his breath, started by Richard C. Meyer. Nurkic was so good until Doug TenNapel got to him.
Did Doug TenNapel save him yet?
Mm-hmm. He just ruined his career, that's all.
Oh, man. Ruined his career, but saved his soul.
No, hasn't saved his soul yet.
Oh, it hasn't saved the soul yet?
No, just ruined the career.
Oh, my goodness. So for me, Cosmonauts, is Mary supposed to be the leader?
Yeah, of course she's the leader.
Charlotte and what the hell is the other one?
Ivanka.
Ivanka, that's right. Because you didn't say Ivanka too loud. I had to go actually rewind it to hear it the first time.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard Charlotte. I heard Mary. I just was. What was that again? Yeah, I did get it when I rewound the video. So Ivanka, cool names. They're cute. I like it. I like them. They're marketable, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're simple, marketable, easy to color.
Yeah, they're cool. I was thinking of making one your style.
Cross. That doesn't look anything like Canadian Shield.
You know what
that would
Rick?
Rick's like, this is my 8th premier character. His name is Cybertoad.
Oh, that's so horrible.
He's like Cyberfrog, but he has a backwards hat.
Did you watch the beginning of last night's stream about the 30-minute mark where Rick was owned by a 10-year-old?
No. Is that what you were referring to with the ni or whatever?
No. It was just. It
I
was.
watched a stream last night when Chester Busby was berating a 10-year-old boy for not being able to pronounce his stupid name.
I know. He didn't know he was 10 years old. When he found out he was 10 years old, like, oh, you can call me whatever you want.
No, like Pope Rogue thought. I mean, he thought that Pope Rogue was like some 16-year-old troll around a channel.
Yeah. Like, it's Manny's kid. Oh, man. I mean, he was keeping up with the chat all right, but then once Chester came in, it was like, forget about the chat. We will listen to Chester and we'll answer all his questions in a timely manner.
Yeah. I got like 4 more subs today. It was good.
Yeah. I got 2 subs last night. I was like, cool.
While you were sleeping?
No, during like you said, damn, subs are hard to get. Like what?
They are, right?
It's like you put out 6 hours and you got what? How many you said?
4.
4. You had
No, I didn't put in 6 hours. I put 6 hours in this morning. Then I went and put 2 hours in at Malin's, and then another hour and a half on Fanspeak.
Yeah, so you made like 9 hours to 10 hours, and you only got 4 subs.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, hot diggity.
Yeah.
I haven't got a sub in like a week, I think.
Oh my goodness, because you're pushing air and you're pushing flux and you're pushing horsefly when you should be pushing.
No, I'm not pushing anything. I'm just simply drawing.
I watch your channel. I watch your channel every day. I am stalking you. You always say, "Oh, there's another person in my channel." Hello out there.
Yeah,
yeah, it's me coming in at freaking 6 o'clock in the morning or 6:30. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing. I can only listen to you guys. I can't say anything back to you guys.
Yeah,
So,
I get that, but
so somebody's watching.
Yeah, I have my mornings, my noon stream for me, and I remaster some of my older stuff.
I want to see you remaster Canadian Shield. I want to see you remaster your Canadian Wonder.
Well, I did do Canadian Wonder. I remastered her.
And do it again, and do it again, and do it again until people remember that name.
Yeah, well, I have nothing for Canadian Wonder at the moment.
I gave you a plot. I gave you a trope. You know, they come together.
Yes, you gave me that, but that's not part of my universe.
But you might want to use it. It's
yeah.
good.
I already have plans for the Canadian Shield romantically.
Cool.
I want to keep that a secret for now. I want to not give everything away for what's going to happen in my universe.
Oh man, that's it. That's it.
So what are we drawing, man?
Nothing right now. I'm gonna play with the chat.
Ew. I want to draw something.
What do you guys want to draw?
It's the weekend. Let's ask the chat what they want to draw, and then we'll draw what they want. It's like the day off. I don't want to work. I want to have a day off and draw fun things.
Yeah. Okay, chat. I asked you guys a question. Tell me, do you guys want to see that?
Pope Raven behave. Manny says, "Who wants to see the Canadian Shield and Made in Canada get together?" Chad Middleton wants Cyborg Hitler.
What? We ain't doing that shit. At least I won't.
Language.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on my station. I thought I was on my channel. I'm sorry.
The burning one says Albedo from Overlord. Is the burning one Bob the Popio?
No, that's at Real Cross Comics. The Real Cross.
He has a few. I don't think Burning One is Bob, though. I could be wrong.
Pope Raven says, "Draw my prize, John."
Yeah, he just did. Blank piece of paper.
Like, Pope Raven, I'm gonna give you until tomorrow at midnight, and if you don't have something that you want me to draw, I'm not gonna be able to send you anything. So I just have to give up on that. Chad Middleton, we're not drawing Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hell no.
Cheese and crackers, man.
You know what? You know what, Phil? I bet if me, Tank, and John and Rick drew Miss Doubtfire, I know who would win that one. I would come in last place. I think John would take that one easily.
I think he would. He's the best at doing caricatures.
He's the best at drawing manly faces on women.
Oh, 'twas
Come on.
written by Fruitin.
Come on, Tank. I thought you had a high IQ. It took you that long?
Well, he always says that I draw women old, so that's the joke. I draw women.
Yeah,
old.
no, I was just playing along.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do draw women old, though.
Seriously.
Well, maybe it's just too many lines on that face. That's all.
Oh my goodness. It's the sketches when I do the freaking damn. Oh, there I go again. Wash my
It's the
mouth.
painter's reference, you see, because you have to mark where your harsh contrasts are going to be because you got to know where to lay the color.
See, Tank understands me.
Okay, Pope Raven, send me that information along with a mailing address. A mailing address, somewhere I can actually send the physical thing to.
Or femaling addressed. We're not sexist.
I am. A mailing address. A big, thick mailing address to my DM and Twitter. Oh, I got a notification. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's going to leave us for a better channel.
Who's Muttman?
What, man?
No, he got a notification, not a DM, not a message.
Oh, my goodness. I call everything a notification, okay?
I guess so.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that one, Manny.
I got slid into John Malin's DMs. It says,
Really?
John Malin added you to the group Comicsgate Presents.
Oh.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Yay!
Yay.
Ooh, upgrade.
Upgrade!
Da, 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 da.
He's going to leave the
What is
little...
that, Dragon Quest?
Of Final Fantasy. Da, da,
Uh-oh.
da, 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 da.
Uh-oh. I'll be right back. I hear the baby crying. And my wife's supposed to be sleeping right next to her, so she's probably just too tired to hear. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Let's see what the chat's been saying. Draw the Hawaiian shield, says Chad. This Dofer, who's Bob? Draw me a real picture. Burn. The burning one. What's wrong with a woman with muscle face? Laugh out loud. Raven, can't you just send it to my DM? Burning one says, draw me, laugh out loud. Doug, congrats. Doug, don't forget us little people, JD. And then Chad says about joining the line. Shield, Burning One. I hear that pterodactyl from Johnny Quest. Pterodactyl.
You must be hearing things. Man, that's soft.
The Burning One says, I don't want to hear any more of your lies, Manny. Good, good.
Ooh.
Boy, there sure are a lot of good comics on Indiegogo right now.
Yes, there is.
Cool. Is there any stinkers though?
Oh, there's always stinkers. I don't mean to say that in like an offensive way. I say that in like a professional, like, no, I would not back this project because I don't think it would make money kind of way. I see there's a lot of stuff where people aren't ready. They're really passionate, and that's awesome. I love the passion, but they didn't do their research and they didn't do the hard work before launching their project. And often, it's hard to discern what the final product is going to look like sometimes.
Mm.
The Burning One.
So, go right ahead, brother.
I was just going to say the Burning One says, join us next time for Space Ghost! That's better. Thundercats.
I'm gonna find something that I want to see if any of you guys remember this. It's so freaking obscure.
When you find yourself in danger, when you're trapped by a stranger, when it looks like you will take a licking, there is someone waiting who will hurry up.
Oh, I know it! I know it! Oh!
And if you're afraid, he'll have you overlooking. Besides, you knew the job was dangerous.
Super Chicken? No, not Super Chicken. I know it. I forget the name, though.
Do you guys remember that?
I do.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Super Chicken.
I said that. Oh, I was right.
with his trusty sidekick, Fred, the lion. That was such a cool cartoon, man. They don't make them like that anymore.
No, they do not.
And notice, I only played enough there. You don't get a copyright strike.
That's right. 20-second rule, my friend. 20-second rule.
Yep. So I cut it off.
Cool.
You can use anything as bumper music, sample, whatever, as long as you keep it under 20 seconds.
Actually, right now, I wouldn't get a copyright strike. I just get it so they would give money to whomever, monetize my channel for them, or that video for them. But why monetize it for somebody else, right? Or video for somebody else.
Or, yeah, unless you really want to, support that project.
Mighty Mouse?
Really?
Uh,
You don't know that.
I know it. I know it, but
But the chat know it. Let's see if the chat knew what the last one was.
Burning One anyway says I was always more of a G.I. Joe person.
Oh, G.I. Joe. Everybody knows G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, a real American. Zero.
Really?
Yep. I've said that one for years.
You never watched Dudley Do Right?
I did a little, but not.
That's what I thought it was. I didn't want to say anything, but I thought that's what it was. I'm like, isn't this Dudley Do Right? I
It's
love
like-
Dudley Do Right.
That's the Canadian hero. That is your national hero there, Rick. You should have known that.
Yeah,
No.
Rick, you should have known how completely disappointed I was when I was 6 years old and found out I could never be a Canadian Mountie unless I moved to Canada.
Oh,
Kids are
good.
stupid. No, they're not, but I love kids. But it's like, oh, reality, why do you have to be so unfair?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I ever watched Dudley Do Right as a kid.
Really?
No, yeah,
It's funny.
I don't think it was on. For
Well,
when
he
I
was
a
on with
kid.
Rocky and Bullwinkle
Yeah, it was with
and
Jay Ward.
Natasha and Boris.
Yeah.
I remember Rocky and Bullwinkle. Maybe I seen him with them, but he never stuck in my mind for whatever reason.
Three, two, one. Thunderbirds are go.
Yeah, I knew it was that. I was pretty sure it was
That is some old school stuff, man.
Yes, it is. One more. I want to know if you know this one. I used to like this cartoon also.
Tom Slick. Tom Slick. Let me tell you why. He's the best of all good guys. Tom Slick. Tom Slick. In the Thunder Body Slappers.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
You never saw
I've never heard that one before.
Really? Wow, you guys got to watch that.
What
was
is that?
it?
It was called Tom Slick. He was like a race car driver, and he would go to
Okay.
the world and race. And he used to always go up against this one bad guy. Oh, it was so fun. It was part of the Rocky and Bullwinkle hour. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, then I probably have seen it because I used to watch the Rocky and Bullwinkle hour
Of course,
religiously.
this is the most famous.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch out for that tree!
Watch out for that tree. George of the jungle lives a life that's free.
I should put that for my theme song. First 20 seconds of it. Just loop that damn bongo drums.
That's right. Yeah, I've been looking into royalty-free music. There's quite a selection out there.
Yeah.
There's people that put out royalty-free music just so they can get their name out.
Yeah. I mean, you just go on YouTube and there's a whole bunch of music that I've been using for my videos, and I make the video first, and then I look at what I have, and I'm like, oh, what would go with this? And they nailed it. I mean, both of my two animation videos was perfect. I had the perfect music for them. I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. I mean, there's other websites also out there, but some of the websites they say you can use it, but you got to at least give credit to them. As long
Yeah,
as
I'm actually I'm talking to a guy right now. He's being totally awesome and stuff. I'm just looking at extra stuff, but I'm probably going to use his music as bumper music because he has a wide variety. And since I do like sci-fi and stuff, I'm just going to kind of like stick with the sci-fi sounding music.
cool.
And yeah, he's like, oh yeah, no, just drop a link to my Bandcamp and to my YouTube channel and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's at a minimum.
Oh, that's cool.
But if you and I'm probably I'm gonna get I'm gonna talk to a couple other bands I know and see if I can use some of their stuff for like segment segue bumper music, so I can do like an extended. And they're underground bands. What you got to look for is just like in the market we are. You're looking for creator-owned properties. So something that where the record company doesn't own the rights to it, where the artist owns the right. Because if you have to go through a record company, they want too much money. It's prohibitive. It's prohibitively expensive. But if you can go find a creator, especially somebody who's up and coming, they're just really trying to build their fan base. They love cross promotion,
Yes, they do.
and they'll plug your comic. They'll be glad to be associated with your comic. If you're like, oh, dude, I love this music fits my comic so well. This indie band right here, blah blah blah. Oh, dude, they'll plug your comic. They'll talk about, hey, man, let's do some cross merchandising. A lot of these young entrepreneurs, they're real savvy. They want to do cross merchandising.
Yeah.
You've got somebody in your comic book wearing their T-shirt. You sell it in your store. They sell your shirt in their store.
All right, Joshua Hughes says, is Fan Champ and Raven cultist John Dillard here? I am here. The Burning One says, will the real John Dillard please stand up? No, I just sat down. I'm not going to do that. So who is Liger Zero from Zoids? What is that?
I have no idea.
Is that an anime?
Probably.
Oh, you rat bastard.
Have you ever played the game Anime or Modern Art Title?
Never in my life.
No.
It's a fun party game. Just go Google a whole bunch of modern art pieces and just write down the names. Then go Google a bunch of anime and write down the names. And then just, bring it out at the party. Is this an anime or a piece of modern art?
Let me look up modern art names. That's famous titles. Titles. I don't like fine art.
Modern art's not I don't call modern art fine art. I mean, it's art, yeah, but it's not fine art. Fine art is like, that's the really good stuff. That's the stuff that blows your mind. Modern art just looks like somebody fed a gorilla multiple gallons of multicolored paint and then a little epitaph. Although
Cross,
Jackson Pollock,
What is Manny doing? It sounds like he's moving to a new apartment or what? What's going on? Huh?
Why don't you get me some water? My mouth was so dry. Yeah, I'm still not situated, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Ah. Man. Who's sitting
Rick,
up
are you
fire?
there?
Yeah, I'm here.
That alien is looking sick house, man. You should lock the screen on you for a second and show that off.
Oh, so that's what the title of the show is for. Time is it? 8:58. Oh.
And so there is Alien, not completely done. I'm going to put some gray highlights in. Pope Raven says, I think Rick will be good at modern art. Looks awesome, Rick. Cool.
Can you tilt it so that it's like face on with the camera? Because right now it's kind of like at an angle.
Yes, please.
Is that good?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's much better. Much better.
Yeah. You did a decent job on that.
Thank you.
I like.
It's better than I thought it was going to turn out, that's for sure. Near the beginning.
Pope Raven says, "Can't you just send it to my DM?"
Well, it
I
has
guess so.
an unconventional structure, which is good because it takes you out people, and it's good to get outside your comfort zone. And aliens, xenomorphs are really hard to draw.
Yeah. Well,
They're
that's
very
what
easy to foul up.
that's what these night drawings have been about for me a lot. Getting outside of my comfort zone, drawing stuff that I don't normally draw. You know, because would I normally draw an alien? No. I got no reason to. Well, this type of alien. You know, so I figure I want
Yeah, we
to.
should draw Brack from Space Ghost.
Meatlog is a tasty treat.
What's the name of that mantis?
Zorak.
Zorak.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to draw Zorak.
Huh? Draw it.
Tell me what to do. You're not my daddy.
Okay, don't draw it.
My father is dead, Rick.
My goodness. 2 days in a row, Rick gets squashed.
2 days in a row, Rick's making fun of my dead father.
That was me getting that was me getting squashed.
Yeah, somebody telling you be quiet and calm down.
You tell a little joke, automatically Rick makes fun of your dead parents.
That ain't cool. Oh man.
Well, you know, maybe if you didn't bury him in a circus, wouldn't be so funny.
Maybe if he admitted that he was actually dead before now, people would know.
No, John, I used to do the same thing in the Army. My biological mom passed away in 97, and people made like cracking your mama joke, and I would just look at him like the most hurt look on my face. Go, dude, my mom's dead. And then they would genuinely feel bad, and I would just crack up because I'm like, I can't do
Yeah,
this,
but you
dude.
can't
I'm
crack
not
up. You gotta walk away and like you gotta walk away and look dejected. But inside,
Yeah,
you
but
just
then then I had some jokes that I won't repeat on Cross. I'll repeat them on Manny's channel, but I won't repeat it because they're PG 13, but not PG jokes. That I would do in return, and then they would look at me in just absolute horror that I just said that.
So what's about my channel that makes you more liberated?
Probably the S word.
Oh my goodness.
Will there be
And
a
you know,
xenomorph?
it's a
What time is it? Oh, it is 12:03. Did you want to switch over to your channel, Manny?
It's up to you guys, you know. I mean,
You guys can all stay here. I'll go with it.
yeah.
Well, maybe you
I was
can.
gonna say-
Maybe you can set it up.
Well, what
And
I want before I go set it up, what are we going to draw tonight so I can come up with a snappy title?
I don't know. You're over here being all indecisive, like a woman.
Audience, what are we drawing tonight
Okay.
on Manny's
I'm-
channel? Quick, decide.
I already.
Somebody make a straw poll. Who's a moderator? What do we draw tonight on Manny's channel? Chad Middleton, get on it.
Okay, I'm drawing Blackfire. Somebody draw Starfire. Somebody draw Raven. Somebody draw whatever the hell else chick from
some other Titan.
Yeah. A chick Titan.
I'm gonna do
Uh-huh.
gender fluid Robin.
There you go. Is that what you're gonna draw?
No, I'm gonna draw Raven, of course.
Cool. I will make
Well,
the
I
title.
drew Raven the other night. What other?
Do they have a battle cry? They don't have a battle cry, do they?
I don't think so.
They used to have a lame one. They used to sing Titans together. But that's so freaking lame.
That's pretty lame.
Who is Manny? Who is your story's antagonist, primary antagonist?
Oh, damn. Hold up on that news flash. We got a bigger news flash in the chat. Guess what? Hopefire just now admitted on Gary Shipman's stream that there are more Raven fans than Starfire fans. And just the other day, Hopefire admitted that Raven is more powerful.
Interesting.
We interrupt your regular broadcasting to bring you this urgent news.
Chad Middleton, did you set up that straw poll?
Titan Go? That sounds so. Bleh.
Yeah, well, that's what their new stupid show Titan.
But you
Well,
know,
I mean, the
Titans,
Thundercats should say Thundercats. Oh, that's
you know, I'm gonna put in the title. It's clickbait. It's in there.
Oh, so I dropped in our mutual chat on Twitter a link to a reliable company that does trading cards at a decent price.
Okay.
Yeah, how decent.
They're good. They're good. And they're good
What is-
quality.
What is it, a secret?
Well,
See, that's one of the things in the industry. You never want to reveal how much you actually pay for your merch.
Hey, Nasser, you didn't email me the story list yet, right? No. Okay.
Okay, KG, you just got here. We're gonna jump over to my channel soon.
I don't want to go to your channel. Your channel sucks.
Exactly.
Stay on Rick's channel.
Okay.
So you've got it all set up.
Well, I'm gonna go do that now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Just send a link or whatever.
Yes,
when
sir. Yes, sir.
We'll stay in here till then.
Yes, sir. I'll see you guys later.
See you in
Alrighty,
5
sir.
minutes.
Yeah. Or less. Let's see how fast.
Or less.
Yeah, or less. Manny over here.
Hey, shut the hell up.
5 hours later.
I was over there waiting for his live chat yesterday for like 22 minutes.
Oh my god.
3 days later.
Much later.
Suddenly it's Rick, can you help me? Sure.
Finally, Manny left. Now we don't have to talk about cartoons from 1983.
19 I like that year. It was a good year. Hufflumps and woozles ran rampant throughout the wilderness.
A good year for wine. Now, let's
The
see.
year of a Liger became president for 3 minutes.
Yeah, modern art sucks.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Like most modern art is a rebellion against the traditional compositions and measures of art.
And look where that got us.
Because like in art, like if you look at the good classical paintings and stuff like that, like good quality paintings, they use a Fibonacci circle. You can find rule of threes. You can find you can find a golden triangle. All these fundamentals of design you can find in any really popular piece of art.
I think the height of art was Peter Paul Rubens. Because I've seen some absolute garbage Renaissance art.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of garbage Renaissance art. Not everybody was one of the masters. Like some of the portraits.
Oh God,
Some of the portraits. Oh, they're so cringeworthy. You're like, oh, this portrait looks like it's done in like 7th century. 1573, you say.
Like, which cave did you chisel this off of?
Right? Oh, last year, you say. Marvel, you say.
But like
Another
just
number
that
one
era.
issue, you say.
like Jared called like Rafter the Medusa. That's like, oh my God. It's like that is for me the best thing to look at.
Okay.
See, here's the thing is that I buy bargain bins of comics for the kids, and when I buy them, I buy like just a whole bin, like a whole box full of just random comics, and I go through them and I pick out the good ones. I like the ones from the mid to early '80s and the '70s. And sometimes I find a gem from the 1960s. It may be missing its cover, but the rest of the comic is there and in good enough condition that I can maintain it and read it and enjoy it. I can't sell it for money, but I sure can enjoy this comic book, though.
Mhm.
And ones that are from like the 90s and beyond, those go to the little kids. Like my 1.5-year-old child who destroyed an Image comic the other day that probably would have made a collector cry because it had some foil embossed yogurt flavored cover. But it was just terrible artwork on the inside.
I fell for that garbage, hook, line, and sinker. I would spend the money on those foil and chromium covers and all that.
I only did that to sell them back 3 to 6 months later. But that's also how I supplied my addiction to comic books. I was a dealer in collectibles, and the collectible market was hot when I was a teenager, dude. I was making money hand over fist. So hot.
So there's done with the highlights.
All right.
Just covering in the whites with some grays.
That's looking good. I like the pose. It's not static.
Yeah, I'm trying not to go static.
It's like it's looking up at something. That's pretty crazy. I like that. No, you started putting there's almost like an insinuated story behind this picture. Like
Yeah.
you could just fill in, you know, an environment around it and just slap it onto your comic page. I like that. That's good. It's got a little more life in it. This is good,
Pope
dude. You
Raven
are.
says, Rick and
I love
Danny
it.
are modern
You're.
Modern
Here's a
Marvel
fun
is a
exercise.
rebellion against skill and talent. What's a fun exercise? This
Here's a
better
fun
be fun.
exercise for all you artists.
I'm ready.
Grab a People magazine and a ballpoint pen, and start drawing skeletons on all the people.
Oh yeah, I used to do
Serious. That'll actually really help you with your form and help you with your life drawing. And you know, not just draw skeletons, draw the stick figure on the inside, the wireframe figure.
that. Pope Raven says we need Booster
Okay,
to save modern art. No,
okay.
Joshua Hughes.
Manny has sent the link, so if everybody wants to go over there, hit the thumbs up button here, subscribe to everybody in the thing, subscribe to me if you have yet to subscribe, hit the notification bell, check out everything. Okay, we'll see you over on Good Dog Press, everybody.